Welcome to the Loveland Report and the LoanArranger radio show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. They call me the LoanArranger. Cleve Loveland will be here momentarily. He's just got finished listing a beautiful new home he's going to talk about when he gets on the air, but we've got a lot of things to catch up on and bring you up to market updates, what's going on in the industry right now, what is happening with the housing industry. Cleve and I are going to discuss that with you so that you get the real facts, because I'm hearing all this information these days about housing prices falling. Okay, and I want to get down to real brass tacks on that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and what the reality of that is, because they are coming down in price, but there are things to understand. Are sellers reducing their price, or are they dropping in price or dropping in value? We'll get down to what the real deal is on that. And then also, we've got a lot of other really exciting things happening in the industry. I think that buyers have another crack at it, another swing at the ball, because housing prices are settling a little bit. Interest rates are settling a little bit, but we got that looming Fed hike coming up again on September 20th and 21st. We're pretty sure they're going to raise the Fed rate another 0.75 of a point, and that is already starting to get baked into pricing today. So if you haven't locked in a rate or you're out shopping for a home, call the LoanArranger. You can reach me at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144, or go directly to my website and apply online at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Maybe you're a hero. Maybe you are in law enforcement, police officer, correctional officer. Maybe you're a first responder, EMT, firefighter, paramedic. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you are a nurse or healthcare worker and certified and licensed in one of those areas. Do you know that you can get up to $25,000 in down payment assistance to help you buy your first home? And if you're a veteran, you have even special privileges. Not only do you get 100% financing or no money down on a VA loan, but I can get you up to $25,000 from Hometown Heroes to offset it and cover closing costs and even reduce your loan amount a little bit, which might save you a few bucks in your payment. Why not? Why not? It just makes sense. Now listen, I've been doing down payment assistance, helping first-time home buyers for over 30 years, okay? And I know each program: Seminole County, Orange County, City of Orlando, Brevard, Volusia County, Polk County, Osceola County, when it comes and when it goes, and the benefits and the pros and the cons. And everything's got a pro and a con, right? Everything does. Nothing's perfect. Nobody's giving you free money with no hoops to jump through or no fires to jump through. So you have to understand and know how to navigate that. And if you are a real estate agent and you do not know this program inside and out, you call me so that you understand it and you guide your clients in the right direction. But if you're a hero and you fall into that category, stop renting. Rents are going out of control, man. They are out of control, and I don't see any end in sight. I don't care if the county or the city starts doing some type of rent control. It's not going to fix the problem. It's false information. It doesn't really fix the problem. So how do you fix the problem? Here's rent control for all of you folks that are renting out there right now. It's called a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. All you got to do is stop what you're doing, pick up your phone and dial this number, or text me right now. Or if you know somebody that's renting, text me right now and I will help you. 407-250-9144, or go to my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. I will help a first responder. I will help a veteran. I mean, think about this. What if you are a principal of a school and you're listening to this show right now? What is your biggest challenge? Finding and hiring teachers. Why not connect them with me? I'll connect them with Cleve and his team. They give an extra 25% of the buy-side commission back to the hero, and you get the down payment assistance. I can have one of Cleve's buyer's agents show your teachers around the community, because here's the reality of it. Whether you're in healthcare or you are a school teacher or a principal trying to hire somebody, think about this. What do you have to offer in your school that other schools don't? Do you pay a higher salary? Probably not. Are your students any different than anywhere else? Probably not. Is your school got anything special? Probably not that much different than any other school. So what do you got to sell the teacher on? There's no benefits. It's the same across the board. Here's what you have. You have me and you have Cleve and his team. And we will show them the benefits and the features and the lifestyle of the community that the school's in. So hire me, you get the teacher, you show them all your stuff, you do your dog and pony show, and then get them over to Cleve and I, and we'll show them the community and help them find the right house, then get them hooked up with Hometown Heroes and our other down payment assistance and incentive programs, and we'll sell the community so that they know what the lifestyle of living here truly is like. Now, I can help you in any business that you have with that. You want to recruit people in? You want to bring people from out of town? Come on. Do you think you want to live in Minnesota right now? Okay. You don't want to live in Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, any of those states, Michigan, Ohio. Come on. They want to come down here. We have everything that we need down here, but you have to find what really works. People that are coming to work for a hospital or a school, the pay is probably not that much different than the hospital or the school down the street. So you have to have the features. The features are the lifestyle. People buy lifestyle. They'll take lifestyle over even pay. Believe me, they'll take lifestyle over pay. So let us help you find a way to reach out to those teachers, reach out to the first responders, reach out to the heroes, reach out to the nurses that you're trying to bring into town, and we will show them the community. We'll show them everything they need to know so that they can pick the right community that meets their lifestyle and is in close proximity to your employment. 407-250-9144 or Cleve Loveland and his team at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118 for Cleve Loveland and the Loveland Property Group. They will help you find a home. They'll help you list your home. Matter of fact, Cleve just got one of my sellers out of hot water. She was having trouble with her real estate agent, and Cleve's taken over and is actually going to get her more money for the house that she couldn't sell for the last 45 days, and we'll have a buyer on that house right away. I can tell you that much right now. Sorry, there's my phone ringing. I should have put it on silence while I'm on the air here, but we got folks calling us right now for help on this program, and we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make it easier for you to get into a home and save money. I'm the Loan Arranger, Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. You can reach me directly right now at 407-250-9144. I do return phone calls on Monday, but I have, listen to this, I got loan officers on call right now, ready to get you pre-approved for your financing. Whether you are looking for Hometown Heroes, another down payment assistance program, maybe you're a seller and you have somebody that wants to look at your home. Maybe you're a real estate agent and you want somebody to team up with that's a lender that you can count on. That would be me and my team. We're here. I have loan officers on call 365, 7 days a week. Okay, you can reach us. All you got to do is call or text 407-250-9144. Or if you'd like to reach Cleve and his team, he can be reached again at 407-352-8118. All right, a couple other things I want to talk about before Cleve gets here, and that is I am sponsoring, this is next weekend, September 4th, the K92.3 All-Star Jam. So if you're into country music and you love to see these new up-and-coming rising stars, and these are, like, some of them are big. I got Dan and Shay coming. I've got Michael Ray coming, Mitchell Tenpenny, Jelly Roll. We got some really good artists coming up. Now, if you recall, I have been involved in the K92.3 All-Star Jam for about 15 years. I met Taylor Swift there. I met Blake Shelton. I've met Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, Kix Brooks. I mean, this goes on and on and on. Sarah Evans, Sheryl Crow, John Party. I mean, it just goes on and on. These are people that weren't quite huge at the time, but are growing. And I happen to have a few tickets available that I can give away. All you got to do is text me right now. Say tickets to All-Star Jam at 407-250-9144. I will be there. I will have a booth. I've got some special gifts to give away to all of our heroes. Just stop by, shake hands with me. Let's get a picture together, and let's enjoy the concert. I do have a couple of tickets available for you that I can give out. So text me right away so that you get in the running for those tickets. Otherwise, tickets aren't that expensive. Just go buy your ticket or go to my website at webringyouhome.com, and I'll steer you in the right direction for that. So we got a Fed meeting coming up on September 20th. Guess what they're going to do? They are going to raise your rates. Okay, I just love this Fed. They just keep raising rates. What is up with that? I don't think they have a plan. It's almost like our government hiring 87,000 IRS agents to audit the small business person. They're not going to audit the big companies. Like your government's telling you that they're going to go after all these big billionaires in order to get them to pay their fair share of taxes. Let me tell you, they're the ones that hire the big accounting firms. Their taxes are dialed in. Believe me, they know every loophole. But you, the self-employed person out there that's making $300,000 but only showing $25,000 in income because you're writing off everything, they're coming for you, baby, and they've been told to be armed and prepared to use deadly force. If you don't believe me, just go to the IRS website. You can see it right now. It was shocking, but that's your government. I didn't vote for them, but I can tell you right now, they are going to make some changes. And this whole thing with the whole Inflation Reduction Act, so we're going to spend more money to reduce inflation. I don't get it. It's not my thing. Okay, this isn't a political show. I'm just going to tell you, it's a crap show. That's what it is. So I'm the Loan Arranger. If you want to connect with somebody that cares about you, cares about his community, wants to make sure you always are getting the best loan product for the type of house that you're buying, for whether it's a condo, whether it's a townhome, whether it's a single family, jumbo, construction perm, renovation loan, FHA, VA, USDA, I got it all right here. Save my number, 407-250-9144, or contact Cleve Loveland and his team at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118. Now, for all of you real estate agents out there right now, or anyone that's out looking in the market, so we've seen housing prices go up. We've seen interest rates go up. So what are people doing right now to get into the market? They are looking at condos, and they're looking at townhomes, and they're looking at mobile homes. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and most real estate agents do not understand, and I know the general population does not understand, that there are different rules that apply to condos and to mobile homes. And if you don't understand those rules, you will get sucked into something that you think is better and isn't better. Now, I'm not saying don't buy a mobile home. Listen, we help clients with mobile homes every day. I'm not saying don't buy a condo. I'm saying that if you are considering that, or if you are a real estate agent and you don't understand the difference in financing options when it comes to condos and mobile homes, I'm going to be teaching a class on September the 20th at Tibby's in Winter Park. It'll be an evening class, I think about 6 o'clock. You can go to my website. You must register. I've only got seats for like 15 to 20 people in this room. It's an intimate setting. Listen, I dedicate my evening to educate you, the real estate agent, and the general public. So if you're considering a mobile home, you're considering a condo, stop what you're doing right now. Go to my website at webringyouhome.com, and I will help you understand how to navigate condos and mobile homes. I'll be back in 5 minutes with Cleve Loveland, my favorite real estate agent. So stay tuned. And if you have questions, or text me, call me at 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. For Cleve Loveland, just go to, matter of fact, you can call him right now at 407-352-8118. Stay tuned. Back in 5 minutes.
Welcome back to the Loveland Report and the Loan Arranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland alongside Bruce Woodburn, the Loan Arranger, giving you all of your real estate news, your mortgage news, Is there a bubble bursting? What's going on with inventory? How do you sell a house in this market? How do you, I just noticed all those pictures you put up on the wall. That's nice.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. It's really good. Anyway, we're live here in the Lone Ranger studios and talking about what's happening in this market. Real quick, I want to get some listings out of the way. This is what's really interesting. The builders, they are slowing down. They don't have waiting lists of 30, 40 people. So I've got a great new development. It's D.R. Horton in Oakland, right on the edge of Orange County and Lake County. I think the subdivision actually straddles both counties, but starting in the fives, and this is a gorgeous community right on the shores of Lake Apopka. This is the one that comes along, and just that location is just, it's like, I can't believe they found land there. I didn't know there was anything left because it's getting so densely populated out there with Horizons West and everything. And they found a great piece of land, homes starting in the fives, and the lakefronts will go up to $1.5 million. And when I talk about resale value, that's something there. When you have neighbors worth $700,000, $800,000, $900,000, and you squeeze into a neighborhood that your resale value is much better than if you bought the $500,000 house in the main $400,000 neighborhood. So great location on that one. And then I've got a house in Apopka. Also, 5 bedrooms plus a den plus a study, 3.5 baths for $565,000. And this one is getting, just master bedrooms downstairs, lots of upgrades from the builder. It was a Meritage home, beautiful neighborhood on the edge of Apopka, right near the 429, all that extension. Apopka is probably the last.
Super popular.
It's the last land left in Orlando. That
there's
corridor,
a bunch of communities going up there right now.
Between Orange County and Lake County there, that's the last bit of land left along the 429. And it is just, this is
it's a great location.
It is.
And you can get anywhere from there.
And this house new would be about $600,000, and we're at $565,000. So great house, don't have to wait. Fenced in yard, vinyl fencing, great neighborhood. And just give me a call if you'd like to take a look at those at 407-352-8118. Be happy to help you with that. Or if you have any questions about getting your house on the market, I'm getting more calls, Bruce. The inventory jumped way up.
Yes, it did.
So what happens is when people aren't marketed right. I went by a house the other day, and literally I looked around, and we're going to raise the price $10,000.
Okay.
I'm going to have the owner spend about $2,000 on the yard and pressure washing and staging, and that house will sell. I'll sell that with multiple offers. I kind of could look at the pictures before I went, but what's happening is that people aren't getting the right marketing advice, the right staging advice, and sometimes the right market position. This is when I can actually raise the price. It's not always about lowering the price, because we were just talking about that real quick. The national headline is everybody's dropping their price. Well, that's because sellers are kind of a little bit greedy sometimes.
So I want to talk to you about that. Okay. And you know what? I'll tell you what, I think we should talk about it in our next segment, because I think it deserves our listeners to understand the difference, because what we're hearing on the big news is that the housing prices are dropping, right?
Yep.
But what's really happening is sellers are lowering their price. There's a difference in the housing market dropping and sellers lowering their price. Now, we know that some of the houses are coming down a little bit in value, but I think most of that, in my opinion, is that sellers aren't as greedy. They're not getting $20,000 over ask price.
I'm still getting multiple offers on my listings.
I know you are.
And that's about market position when you come on and looking right.
And I have to tell you, I really thought that was going to slow down a lot, and it's not slowing down as much as I thought.
And the prices I'm getting are records. They are a little higher than the last sale. They are not 10% higher.
Right.
They may be 0.5% or 1% higher, but they are more. The buyers will pay you. But you've got less buyers out there. The demand was so strong for so long, it's faded a little bit. You've got people, the qualifications, the interest rates, they're a little scared of that. But even though we talk about it, they're marrying the house, not the rate. They're dating the rate. You
marry the house, you date the rate.
Date the rate. So people, if you have any questions on this, anything about real estate, buying, selling, or managing property, call me at 407-352-8118.
Or you can call the Loan Arranger. Get yourself pre-qualified right now. Make sure you get the best possible interest rate for the best possible program. You can reach me at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Or go directly to my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Cleve and I will be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Loan Arranger radio show. We're going to talk a little bit more about how to benefit in this market, because I think it's a buying opportunity. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Loveland Report and the Loan Arranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland here alongside the most famous mortgage company owner in Orlando, probably in Florida. But you want your questions answered on what kind of mortgage to get, where are rates going to go? This is the man to call, and we appreciate you tuning in to listen to us. Bruce, I think I'm trying to go back through my books. I can't remember. I think I've been doing this show like 27 years now.
It's been a long time, and it's funny because
I think it's time to renegotiate my contract, make them pay me instead of me paying them. I got to talk to them about that.
Well,
so, anyway,
and you come from a long lineage because I even knew Cleve's mom before I even knew Cleve, and the guy that trained me in this industry used to work directly with your mom, and that's she was a big player back then.
What's funny is real estate changes and the prices change, but the situations are still about the same.
Situations are the same. It's funny how that happens.
And the prices always go up, and the rents always go up. So if you're a landlord, that's good news. If you're a renter, you need to buy. It's
funny that you say that, because isn't it interesting when we run into somebody that says, "Oh, I don't know if I want to buy because real estate's at an all-time high."
Poor person. That's a poor person.
It's always at an all-time high.
They're always going to be a poor person if they think that.
It baffles me because, of course, it's at an all-time high. Do you think it's going back to the prices of 1962?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
I think my parents' first house was $27,000.
If you buy real estate, I can guarantee you this much. It's going to go up in value. Now, I can also guarantee you that you'll see some fluctuation. But if you look at any chart over any period of time, the chances on you going down in value are very, very, very slim.
Well, let's talk about that. We tease the media. The media is saying that sellers are having to drop their prices.
Right.
But prices aren't dropping.
No. So that's the difference. Here's the like you always say, if it bleeds, it leads.
Yep.
So here's the reality of it. In some places within the United States, they are coming down in value. But when we look at our market here in Central Florida and even Florida in general, the real answer is that sellers are dropping their price, but that's different than housing prices dropping.
And like our inventory right now, our inventory has shot up.
Sure.
But there's still, and this is in Florida and nationwide, it's still 40% less than it was in 2019.
Okay.
So we're still in a seller's market. We will.
And
be
how
for
many
a while.
weeks of inventory do we have right now?
We've got about 6.
Okay, so 6 weeks. So, and it's 6 months is a balanced market. So we're not even close to a balanced market. But let's just put this all in perspective, okay? So there's a difference in housing prices dropping, even though if you look at the market right now, from this time last June to from June to July of this year, it's dropped 2.2%.
Yeah.
2.2%. Okay, but let's put that in perspective. I look at it as sellers are dropping their expectations rather than the sellers are selling for a lot less money, because here's what's happening. Sellers were getting 10, 20, 30, 50. I had one buyer bought a house for $145,000 over appraised value. I'm not seeing that as much right now, but we're still seeing over ask price bids on houses. Lake Nona, you won't get into one in Lake Nona unless you're paying over ask
Going
price.
to a house this afternoon probably needs to be listed about $550.
Okay.
He's in great position if he's that's reasonable. This is the thing. If a realtor doesn't show you any sales recently and say this is how they compare to your home, because sometimes it's not easy. You don't have 5 sales in your neighborhood.
There aren't comps.
I got to go a couple blocks. I got to go a mile to check the other neighborhoods like your home. What's somebody getting? A 3,000 square feet with an extra garage on a half-acre lot. I might have to check a couple miles, but I can tell you what's happened in the last 90 days. But if the realtor doesn't show you any comps and just says, where do you want to price it? Beware.
Yeah,
and make sure you have an easy exit listing.
And Cleve, give out your phone number for me, please.
407-352-8118 or lovelandreport.com.
Yep, or the Loan Arranger, CrossCountry Mortgage, Bruce Woodburn. You can always reach me by phone or text at 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. So we're talking about sellers reducing prices versus prices falling, because if I look at the numbers right now, and I've got them here in front of me, July of 2021 to July of 2022, we are up 16.7%. That's not a falling in price. That's up.
That's less appreciation, but it's still darn good appreciation.
No kidding, right? No kidding.
Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, you and I have lived our life expecting a 3 to 5% appreciation and done extremely well in real estate.
Yeah, that's
Would
what we
you
do.
agree
That's
with
what we
that?
do our leapfrog seminar
Right.
on.
So when we're teaching our leapfrog seminar, we are expecting that you're going to have a 3 to 5% appreciation, not a 16, not a 20, not a 23, just a 3 to 5% appreciation. And you can get rich with that. But here's the thing. Housing prices are not down. They're up 16.7%. So when you say they're down, they're only down from the expectation that a seller wanted.
Over the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months, we're going to see headlines like that say price appreciation is down 20%.
Right.
Or price is down to 10%.
Now,
20.
builders are actually struggling. They're starting to throw a lot of incentives over right now.
I've seen them buying interest rates down.
They're buying rates down. They're doing all kinds of things to attract people in. As a matter of fact, I want to tell you something right now. There's very few builders out there that I have a relationship with and I'm on their builder list. Now, in my opinion, every single builder out there should have me on their list.
I think
There's no question about it. There's no better mortgage team that I'm a direct lender. I'm in all 50 states. We do everything in-house, everything. And I have more programs than any other lender I know of. So if you are listening out there and you're going out shopping with a builder, ask them why they don't have the Loan Arranger on their list. And there has been companies out here that have been bought by these big national companies, and they all have their own mortgage company. But it's not better. Give a client some options. You got your mortgage company? Compare me with you. I'll go up against anybody in the market.
Well, this is what I saw an article here out of Fox Business about some realtor talking about how you got to shop your rates. Everybody's rates are about the same.
Well, they are.
Unless but you shouldn't pay a premium for poor service. Like the monster mega banks you described, my client that just absolutely insane, telling him to liquidate 401ks when the guy's a mega millionaire. You don't
that's a $2 million
and
transaction.
Realtors, I can't say enough about it. If you don't want to have to mess with somebody jumping in to rescue your deal when that's your paycheck, and you got your clients, depending on the mortgage guy you recommended, I know if it comes into Bruce's CrossCountry office, I know it's a deal, and I know it will work out, and they tell me exactly what is needed to make it work, and the buyer knows exactly what's needed and what they need to get in. Not some just, oh yeah, you're good, moving trucks in the driveway. Oh, we can't do that.
Well, it's interesting because Cleve had referred this client over to me, high-end buyer, moving from California, and the guy called me and he was like, wow, I'd really like to work with you, but I got to tell you, I'm working with my bank, and I won't tell you the name of the bank, but it's got a W and an F in it, and they've already got me fully approved. I'm ready to go. I really appreciate your offer, Bruce, but I'm going to stick with what I got.
It's almost like an episode of The Office.
And it really was. So and he told me, he goes, yeah, I got 9 properties, I've got, a ton of money in retirement and this, that. So I get a call about a week and a half ago, maybe a week ago, about a week and a half ago. Guy calls me up and goes, problem, bank's running into issues. Well, wait a minute, you're a preferred banker. Yeah, they want me to move $1 million of my retirement funds to a liquid account in their bank. I'm like, well, that's ridiculous. Yes, it would cost me $350,000 in taxes.
Yeah.
To move that money over.
That's the
I'm
all-time.
Like, why did they want you to do that? I don't know, but they're offering me this great rate, and the rate, I got to tell you, was better than my rate, but it was one of the
true.
But it wasn't true.
It was a lie.
So you can offer whatever you want, but if you actually can't get it, you're not real. It was ridiculous.
It doesn't exist. Yeah,
it doesn't exist. So we've already got him. The loan's already approved. I'm waiting on an appraisal, and I got to tell you something. I think this deal is going to come together and close it fast, and that would be a 2-week closing on a jumbo transaction. But if you're looking in that price range, call me, please.
Realtors, I can't say enough about Bruce's office. What's that number?
407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144, or go directly to my website at webringyouhome.com.
Want to make sure you want to get a hold of me, 407-352-8118 or Loveland Report. How much time we got, Bruce?
We got about 4 minutes.
I want to talk about this. What's going to happen as the market is cooling? We've got a little less sales. We've got like 20% less sales. I think that's going to hold steady for Florida, though. We're not going to drop much more because people can still move. They've got equity. They can change housing situations. I've got people coming in from out of state. I got people with job transfers leaving the state. I've got people, people always, death and taxes, people are always dying, got to sell. Okay, let's sell the vacation home. All right, this house is too big for me now that my spouse is gone. And the market should keep chugging along at a healthy pace.
Absolutely.
But what we're going to see is all this doom and gloom from the media. But the other thing you got to watch out for, and this is what's important, when you hire a realtor, make sure if they're helping you as a buyer, have them show you what they're going to do for you.
Right.
Just have them show you what their services are.
Show you their stats,
and
too.
show you their stats. When you're going to hire somebody to list your home, you can call me, make it easy, or make sure you've got an easy exit listing. You have solid comps to market the home. This is the most important thing about an agent. I just tell everybody, I'm a better negotiator than all the realtors in Central Florida. If I didn't believe that, you shouldn't hire me.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure there's other people that are great negotiators in town. I know some. But when I stand in front of you, I'm going to tell you, my job is to negotiate the best contract for you based on this market and this market conditions and not give away the farm.
Absolutely.
And I can't tell you how many times my buyer's agents, I laugh when I hear them talking about, we put an offer in and the agent came back, meet you in the middle. I don't ever meet in the middle.
You know something? It's funny because Cleve does rescue those transactions on a regular basis too. Because, matter of fact, I've got one right now. I referred to Cleve because the clients had her house on the market. She had a contingency that she had to sell it. She's had 0 offers on it. And to be honest with you, I couldn't understand why. And then I looked at the contract, and this doggone realtor had a clause in there that she could not change realtors without paying him a commission, even though he did nothing for her. Don't sign a contract like that, you guys. Don't do it. So you're hiring somebody and you're not reading the fine print on the most important investment of your lifetime.
Easy exit listing.
Don't do it. Call Cleve at 407-352-8118, or you can call the Loan Arranger at 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. Here's something that I want to address, Cleve, because it's really the elephant in the room, and that's clients not wanting to move up to the house they want because the interest rate they have on their current home is so much better than the interest rates that are available today. So it gets in their way. They're like, oh my God, I don't want to leave this house even though I need a bigger house, but I got a 2.99 rate on my current house and now rates are 5.5%. So here's the thing. Again, you're marrying a house, you're dating the rate. Everyone that's getting a rate, whether it's an adjustable, a fixed, no matter what it is, I'm going to likely refinance you between 6 months and 36 months from now. We're going to see a drop in the market. It's going to come back down, but not before it goes back up. And we know we got a Fed hike on September 20th. They're going to raise rates another 0.75 of a point.
You think it'll be 0.75?
That's the word on the street. That's the consensus. So, and here's the thing, Cleve. I don't really care. But it only hurts the first-time home buyer. They're the ones that are getting hurt. So our government is all about helping the first-time home buyer. No, you're not helping the first-time home buyer. You're making it harder and harder and harder. Mm-hmm. But the Loan Arranger is here to make sure that we're helping more first-time home buyers with Hometown Heroes and other programs that you can save money in. All you got to do is stop what you're doing and write my phone number down. It's 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. You can always reach Cleve Loveland and his team of master realtors at 407-352-8118. We got 1 minute.
And I want to talk about home sale cancellations. Another gloom and doom headline: home sale cancellations surge. You know what the surge was?
What was the surge?
They're up 2%.
Whoa!
So less than so.
That's a surge. That's like saying housing prices are falling because they went down 2%.
So and homes and I probably have a cancellation rate of about less than 1 or 2%. And usually it might be a bad inspection, a buyer getting a little flaky, but that's not. I mean, still. People, they can't get financing. The person doesn't qualify them up front. They didn't call you to get qualified up front, and all of a sudden they find out, wait, there's an ex-wife hiding in the picture with alimony, whatever it might be. But for all your mortgage needs, call Bruce.
Yep, 407-250-9144.
And you can call me at 407-352-8118.
We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Loan Arranger radio show. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Loan Arranger show and the Loveland Report.
The Loveland Report.
Loveland Report. We are here giving you all your real estate and mortgage information. Doesn't matter what we call it. We know what we're talking about. We've both been doing this for more than 30 years.
We may not be able to talk, but we know what we're talking about.
We know what we're talking about. We are not professionally paid radio show hosts, but we do know what we are talking about. Inventory, Bruce. This is the one thing I'm going to watch. I think we're going to level off here. We'll probably see a few more homes come on the market. But what it is when I'm looking is just a little bit of, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered.
Yep.
People just being asking too much. I think most of it's probably because of lack of guidance. We had about, number of realtors jumped by 25% when COVID hit and economy went bad with COVID. People go, I'm going to try real estate. And they think it's about freedom. There's no training out there.
There's no freedom either. You're working 7 days a week.
The problem is, somebody can bump along and sell $400,000 or $500,000 houses during a year and call themselves $1 million producer. Doesn't mean they made $1 million, just means they made a paycheck.
Right.
But they don't know about pricing and what's going on, how to guide a seller. It's the most important investment in your life. Why take a chance? Call me at 407-352-8118. But as inventory climbs, number of sales is not down that far. We're still way above pre-COVID sales levels.
Oh, for sure.
And Florida's still attractive. We still got great politics. We got great low taxes. We got great weather. People are going to continue to come here compared to the rest of the country, which probably will slow down a little more than we will. But the number of sales is still, above 4 years ago.
Absolutely.
And the rates are just barely above that.
They're barely
if they're
above
in the fives.
They're
barely 4 or 5 years ago. We were in the fours. So, and then what I am going to see though, and I'm getting those calls, is people that did not sell and they're going, they're scratching their head, wondering why. And I can usually fix that with one visit. So if your listing's running out, or you make sure if it's close, you want to make a change, give me a call. I'll give you some free advice. I've got a free 50-point staging checklist. Give me a buzz. We'll also help you coordinate buying your next home, too.
And matter of fact, save yourself the time and just call Cleve first.
Call me first.
That'd be better. 407-352-8118. That's for Cleve Loveland. If you'd like to reach the Loan Arranger, you can reach me at 407-250-9144. Best mortgage company. I guarantee you will not be making a mistake. I promise you, put me to the test. You're not going to be disappointed when you use my services at CrossCountry Mortgage. Now, for all of you heroes out there, law enforcement, first responders, teachers, nurses, healthcare workers, I've got a program that I can get you up to $25,000 in down payment assistance money. Don't wait around. The program won't last forever. It's the best down payment assistance program I've ever seen. And then for those of you that love country music, I am the sponsor, one of the primary sponsors of the K92.3 All-Star Jam that's going to be next Sunday, September 4th at the Additions Arena at UCF. And I happen to have a couple of tickets, Cleve, that I'd like to give away to a great loyal listener. If you're a hero or first responder or teacher, make sure you call me right away. I got a pair of tickets that just might have your name on it, but I've only got a few left. So 407-250-9144. Matter of fact, text me tickets to the All-Star Jam as soon as you possibly can. We'll see if we can get you out a couple of those. And Cleve, you know what? It's an honor to be on this radio show with you. Honestly, the best real estate team in the business. And not only that, your team has helped so many of my clients. And I really appreciate that, not only on the buy side, but on the list side. So it's just been an honor to work with you. And if you're out there thinking about buying or selling a house, don't waste your time with anybody else. Just call Cleve and his team. He can be reached at
407-352-8118. Thanks for that, Bruce. And just don't mess around, realtors. Get your clients into Bruce's office. They get them fast-tracked. they'll be golden. You'll know you're not driving around
and we'll
town
get to closing
with an unqualified buyer in your car. There won't be any surprises. Don't like surprises. Have a great weekend. We will talk to you next week on the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Show.
Yep. And don't forget 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com if you're looking to buy a home and want to get a great rate, or call Cleve at 407-352-8118. Have a great weekend.